Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we want to build a full-stack application for managing user tasks and integrate therefore Supabase as database. And yeah, let's just start. One more hint: if you don't know how to install Bolt.DIY, just go to my channel. Check out my playlists on my channel. Here, the deployment, variants, and installation. There's a guide for each system. Doesn't matter if you're Windows, Mac, Linux, or want to deploy it online. Just check it out and it will help you installing it. Okay, for our app, I prepared my requirements. So let's go through it. It's create a modern, intuitive web app using React and Supabase for planning and managing to-dos across multiple users. So we need to get them from the database, integrating user-specific task lists with deadlines and a centralized calendar showing all tasks. What else do we want? I want to have a React front end with Tailwind CSS and Shed CDN. As said, we want to use Supabase as backend for data persistence and user authentication. Yeah, then a few specifics for the database. Then here again, the calendar as requirement. We want to allow CRUD, so create, update, delete, etc. What else do we have? Yeah, and I want the SQL statement. So we don't have yet integration into Supabase within Bolt.DIY. So we have to execute the SQL statements ourselves, but I will show this. Okay, I would say let's just fire it up and see what we get. So while this is running, okay, it failed to use a starter template, but let's see what we get. Let me quickly switch to a smaller camera and make this bigger. Okay, while this is running, we can go to the Supabase and create a project for it. So make sure you create an account for supabase.com. And when you're logged in, you can go to your projects. So you don't have one. So you don't see here anything, but you can create a new one here on top. Just click it, choose your organization. You also have just one with the free account. Then choose a project name. Let's call it To-Do-List YouTube. Give it a password. Yeah, you can also choose a region, but I think it's pre-selected with the best for you already. And then click Create Project. Okay, so now this will create our project within Supabase. As you can see here on top right, it shows the project status. It's now starting up the database and all other stuff it needs. So can take a few minutes, but doesn't matter. So we can already go down here to the project API. And this is all we need. This is the project URL. And here we got the API key. So this is safe to use in the browser when role level security is enabled, as you can see here. But I think we will come there when we implement it in our app. So let's go back to Bolt and see what it is doing. It's still implementing. Let's see the status here again on top from the database. So database still in creation. So maybe in the meantime, I can show you here on the left side There's the authentication, and here you can manage your users. So you can add users here on the top right, send invitation, or directly create users. You can go here on the left to policies, can create policies for your authentication. And maybe a bit more important is to set up here your providers for sign in and sign up. So you can, so by default the email is enabled, which is totally okay for us now. So we can configure it here as well. I would recommend to disable confirm email while you're testing, so you don't need this. For production, you want it, but you don't need it for testing. So let's save this for now. Okay, so this is fine. And the standards here, the default values are also okay. Okay, let's go back here on top to project overview. As we can see, our database is up and running now. Everything is fine. Let's see here. That is still running, but you already saw here. Yeah, we can't go back, but here it's creating the SQL queries. We need them to execute in Supabase to create the tables. Looks like it's done. Let's see. Let's wait a bit for the preview. Or do we get an error? You should always check also your dev console. So click F12 or right click inspect. Then go to console and check if there are any errors. We don't have any errors, so that's good. So I guess we don't see anything because we don't have the database set up. So let's see what it wrote here in the chat. Created a to-do app with the following features, and okay, yeah, we need to create a Supabase project. I already showed this. We have this set up, and then we need to copy the SQL statements from where is it? Yeah, to the database. So let's do this. So we go to code. If it is not already open, just search here in your file list for the statements SQL as we defined in our initial prompt. Then you can just Control A and Control C to copy everything. Then we move over to Supabase again, go here on the left side to SQL editor. And then, so it's better to see. Yeah, then here's the editor. Starts with line 1. Just paste everything in with Control V. And then we can, oh, you can't see it because there's my camera. Let's move it up. Here on run, click on run. And yeah, we got here the message success, no rows returned. So that's okay because it has no output. Important is the success. So it now a little bit smaller. Can now go here on the left side in the menu to table editor. And as you can see, it created two tables, the to-do one and the profiles. Okay, let's go back here. Step 3 is create the env file based on env.example with the credentials. So let's see. Yeah, it created here the .env.example. Yeah, what you can do is now let it create by the AI. So let's do this. Go back to preview, project overview, sorry. Then let's copy the project URL. Project URL. Let's copy this here and then also take the API key, the enum key. API key, and let's write here Supabase parameters. Please create the .env file with it. So let's see. Should now create the .env file here and nearby the example with our parameters. Okay, as you can see, it now created it and we got a login screen. So this is working. Let's check it again. Here's the end file. Here are the variables with our values. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what we need to do next. Okay, let's see. Here is, we don't have an account, so let's try to sign up. It switched to create an account. Let's move my camera somewhere at top here. And then we can just create an account, do a test account here, sign up. And I'm already signed in then. So let's check this in Supabase as well. As shown before here on the left side, authentication. Yeah, we now can see our user here. So this everything working fine. We can also see details of the user here. We can reset here the password or send a magic link to get a passwordless login for the user. And you can also delete the user here as well. Okay, for testing, I normally would then do disabling the user login or the sign up and save this because, yeah, sometimes you have other users on your system and they try to sign up. Just to make sure this doesn't happen, I disable it. Okay, let's see if this is working. Add a to-do. Clean the kitchen. Clean everything up so my wife is happy. Let's pick a date. Yeah, she don't want to wait that long, so let's do tomorrow. And assign it to me. So if you have multiple users, then it should also work for the others, so you could assign it to someone else. Okay, let's create the to-do. Looks fine. It's here. Let's try if you can edit. Let's do a test here. Yeah, this is also working. Let's see all to-dos. Okay, that's the same as my to-dos because no other users here. We can also see the user here. And let's see the calendar. Looks like the calendar. Oh, okay, it shows it when we click here on the date. Okay, that's not very nice, but kind of working. Can we here? Okay, you can click here on every date and then see the to-dos for this date. Okay, let's see if the logout is working. Yeah, it's working. Maybe let's try to add another user. So enable the sign up again. We go back and just create second test account. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we can see the to-dos from the other user from test. I'm now test 2. So this works. Let's check the calendar as well. Yeah, that's also working. Let's create a second to-do from user 2, test 2. Test, let's also do for tomorrow and assign it to me as test user 2. let's see. Yeah, you can see here everything, and yeah, here this is working as well. Let's disable this here again. You can now also take a look here in Supabase in the tables. Let's check the to-dos, and then you can see all data here. So the database connection is working fine. We have now 2 users. Yeah, everything working. Yeah, and that's how you can integrate Supabase within your application, even if there is no native Supabase integration in Bolt.DIY yet. But as I already said in my other videos, it's in development, and I think it will come soon within the next weeks. So there's also a working PR out from Kev, where I tested it, and it looks very good. Okay, that's it for this short video. I hope this helps you, and see you in the next one. Bye.